Hey everyone, welcome to the Withering Effect, episode 156. Today's date is September 12th, 2022, and I am Duds.
And I am Jimbo. You may know me as Jimbo Slice 23. Almost forgot what to say there.
I did too, it's been a while.
Oh, yeah. Been a couple weeks, actually.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
What have you been up to this couple weeks? Past couple weeks, Duds?
First thing, I put the new cooling system in my computer, and I'm not getting noticeable returns.
It's not cooler?
No.
Oh.
Which isn't the worst part. It's actually louder than the old system, too.
Oh, no. Yeah, those can get loud.
And I'm finding so much information out about the internet and how much it sucks. So for computer nerds like me, my idle temps are anywhere between 35 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius, which are pretty good temps. That's not the bad problem. The problem is if I go to a website like YouTube, it jumps up to 55 degrees Celsius, which is nuts.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it's YouTube. It's a big website. It's got a lot of processing. So I can go to a website like Hulu, which is essentially the same thing, plays a bunch of videos and all that stuff.
Streaming service, yeah.
Yeah. My temperatures never go above idle on Hulu. I go to HBO Max, same thing. I go to Twitch, they maybe go up to 40. I go to YouTube and it's a 20-degree jump.
Yeah, what's up with YouTube? What's that all about?
I have no clue, but it's stupid. Like, I can play Minecraft and my temperatures don't go above 50 degrees Celsius. So, I don't know what's going on, but mixing YouTube and playing games while trying to record is just a terrible thing.
Yeah, that is very strange. I don't get it.
Yeah. Anyways, on to Minecraft-related things. I'm building the Great Hall, as I'm calling it in my base. And, I should say on the Channel 64 server. It's not going great. There's a couple structure pieces I really like. Like, I was like, okay, these are definitely the focal points. And then I go to try to put in these ledges that I wanted to feel more natural. And it's not interacting correctly. And I know what the problem is. The problem is the scale. The scale is too small. And I'm not about to dig a bigger hole to get this scale right. This hole's like 37 tall, 37 wide, and 56 deep.
How much bigger would you have to make it? Like a lot bigger?
Twice.
Oh, no.
The current hole took me anywhere between like 6.5 to 7 hours.
Yeah.
And that's rough estimate with me like taking a break to go eat dinner and stuff.
You don't have enough mountain.
I actually do.
You do?
I have a lot more mountain.
Oh, okay.
But when you get to that size, then traversing the room becomes a problem. This is the main centerpiece for the base. It's connecting a bunch of different rooms together. So to navigate the base, I don't want to have to fly through my base to get to, like, say I go to an iron farm, and then I need to go back to the storage room, and then I need to go over to the wool farm. I don't want to have to fly back and forth on my own base. I want to be able to walk it.
I do that in all my bases.
I know you do.
I always go mega, the mega base type of deal. I have a big area this season too. Last season I kind of made it manageable where you can walk around, but yeah, still big enough to fly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm working on that. I'm having to tear stuff down. It stinks because I was hoping to be done with the video like Wednesday. It doesn't look like I'm going to be there. Hoping it doesn't take me too long to get this video out. It is what it is. So I'm just kind of playing with blocks and stuff. Yeah, that's kind of it. I did not do a lot of Minecraft this week. I had so much personal stuff come up. And the best part is I have so much personal stuff coming up next week and the following weekend. So it's like, yay.
Yeah, the weekend I do too, but not throughout the week.
You always got stuff going on nowadays.
Yeah. Even today, like I was supposed to have dinner at my wife's parents', but I was like, hey, I got to do the podcast. We're actually not only 2 weeks behind, a couple days also. Yeah, got to do it tonight, so I got to stay home. But yeah, I haven't got around to much Minecraft either. The work schedule is involved a little bit, but I also started football season starting up, and I have a big fantasy league. I like to get in order and get my draft papers ready. I have a draft at my house. I have like a party, so I had to get all that stuff ready, and I did all that. I was on the server a little bit, but I wasn't able to. Well, let me put it this way. Last time we talked, I lost everything. I died and lost everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was afraid I wasn't going to get anything back. The only Minecraft I played was me grabbing my recovery compass and going to get my stuff. I died in the nether in a bastion. Piglin knocked me into a one-hole pocket of lava that had a lot more lava in it than just one hole. And I ended up dying in there. And I was trying to get back to my stuff. On my way to get my stuff, and I recorded this, I'm pretty sure I recorded all this, I went into lava again in the nether.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so at this point, my recovery compass is pointing to where I died in lava now, the second time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to be able to get to my other stuff. Even though I have a general thought of where this could be, I can't exactly pinpoint. The nether is kind of, though it can be open sometimes, it's kind of, I don't know, it's hard to know exactly where these bastions are.
Yeah.
And there's a certain bastion I'm looking for. I ran into some around that location, but it's not the bastion I know that I was at. So, yeah. And if I get close enough to it and not know if I'm in the right area, these things can despawn. So I didn't want to spend too much time there if there's any other way I could, run into it in the future. But I'm pretty sure all that stuff's gone. So when I get on the server, I'm not recording. I'm just gearing up again. Back to square one, gearing up.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Not fun.
No, I mean, our server has enough villagers and I'm able to get the books I can get. There's XP farms. I can enchant my gear and stuff. It's getting the netherite, to get the second level of gear, I guess. I'll be okay with diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
I have one elytra left because I lost 2 in lava. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And I got a good bit recorded, but I have to go back in my episode and record my intro. I have a big intro I want to make to where me and you go into the deep dark. So I have to do that before we go on that adventure. I know how I would need to do it. I just got to go do this room, but now I'm distracted by getting geared up again. Hopefully I can do that pretty quickly. I'm pretty much there. There's a couple books I'd like to put on to my gear, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Shouldn't take me too much longer. If I need any books, I might ask you. I haven't really asked anybody. No one's been on.
I've got a decent amount of books. If anything, we could always do an in-rating stream.
Yeah, I mean, I'll need elytra more than I need shulker boxes at this point. I mean, loot, too. There's always good loot there.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's my predicament. As soon as I died in lava, the second time when I had my recovery compass on, I have one more recovery compass. Or no, 2. So I had 3 altogether, believe it or not. I was able to make 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I lost my recovery compass. And I got 2 more left. So it's good.
Nice. Should we hop into the news?
Yeah.
We're going to talk a little bit about Minecraft Live. Or is it Minecon Live? What's the name of it?
Minecraft Live.
Minecraft Live.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, they've changed the way we're going to do the mob vote. Used to be we do it just on Twitter. Now I don't think any of them are going to take place on Twitter. You can vote from a Bedrock server. So you actually join a server and place your vote. You can do it from the launcher and you can do it from Minecraft.net. And it's going to open a day early. So there's a full day to do the vote.
See, I'm not going to vote until I have an idea what the buy or the update's going to be.
I think by that time it's going to be over.
Yeah. See, I wish we could have a little heads up. Maybe put the mob vote. Let us know about the mob vote, but don't open the voting until we get an idea of what this 1.20, right, is going to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's where I'm at with it. I like for the mob vote to correlate with the update a little bit. If it can't, then it can't. But
I was say, I think from now on, you're going to purposely see mobs that don't correlate with an update.
That's fine if that's what if that's what's going to be.
Because of exactly what you said. So,
yeah,
I'm okay with how they're switching the vote.
You can get 3 votes if you do all 3. Maybe.
I don't think so.
Maybe it'll keep record of your name.
Yeah, each one of those have to use your login.
Yeah, that's true.
But it also kind of means you have to be a Minecraft player. You just can't be some random person on Twitter.
Was it like that last year?
Yeah, anyone on Twitter could vote.
Oh, okay. This is better then.
Though with how many copies of Minecraft sold, I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah, I bet most people on Twitter play Minecraft.
Shouldn't say most people. There's like 10 million copies of Minecraft sold or something like that. So
yeah, it's like everyone. All of Twitter.
No, it's a good way. I'm with you. I'd like to get a better preview of the mobs though.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Because if I would have known the LA AI would have been as clunky as it is, I wouldn't have voted for it. I would have voted for Copper Golem.
Yeah, but we don't know about their AI either.
This is true too.
We might have the same issue.
It's a crapshoot. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
It's just up to Mojang to polish it, I guess.
Yes.
You know, what is the finished product? We know what it's going to be. What are we going to get?
Yeah, and I'm excited to hear what this update's going to be, especially knowing we're not going to get false promises. And I'm saying that because what we see during these things, even though the concept art, I'm not buying that. These were things that you really wanted to put in the game. You just ran out of... No, just don't do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, please don't show us things that get us excited and just take it away from us.
Right. So now that they've said that they're not going to do that this year, we're going to see mostly finished stuff. I'm excited to see what that pertains to, how it's going to work.
And you would think like they have to try to finish or polish things up before giving it to us too. You know, not afterwards because of that.
We'll find out.
It's cool they give us a notice a month ahead of time of the date, kind of make plans.
Yeah, I was going to say, Carl's already been hitting us up. Is the Jimbo going to be able to show up?
The Jimbo should be there. I'll have to see. I have to talk to him, see if he's available. For
any new listeners, we're used to Minecraft Live ends, and then we go live to start talking about what just was shown.
Yeah, usually I'm off Saturday.
Let's hop into our Spotify question of the week. Shouldn't say of the week with how spread out we've been. Question of the episode? I don't know. Last episode's question. There we go. That's good.
There you go.
That's better. It says, which of our ideas would you like to see in Minecraft 1.20? We have a tie. The desert biome update and linking carts transportation update. I mean, remember the transportation update we talked about? But I don't know where these biomes came from.
I had the biomes.
Okay.
Yeah, you did what we would like to see, and I mentioned another biome update because we didn't technically get it last time.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted before, and you mentioned transportation.
I'm just going to put out there, did you see the teaser trailer?
Yeah.
There are linking minecarts in the trailer.
There are.
I'm just going to say, well, there's also like a blue slime, but there are linking minecarts.
Was it blue slime or was it like an ice?
It looked like blue slime. It had a face.
Okay. I might be looking at something different.
Anyways, we've got some questions from the Discord. This one comes from Firefox54. They ask, what Minecraft mod would you like to see in the actual game? Does like the create mod count? Because that big mod would be amazing.
Yeah, that would kind of create mod would just be Minecraft in that case. Yeah, I would like to see more stuff like that in a create mod. That does look fun.
Yeah. I mean, neither one of us are actual, like, modded players. Just not our cup of tea. So, the create mod really interests because me and Jimbo are both into automation. So we would love that. But also anything that allows me to customize weapons and armor and stuff, I would also like.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, there's a bunch of small mods we use on the server.
Yeah.
That I would like to be in the game. You know, there's always like the head drops. Those are always fun.
I was just about to say that.
What are we using a good bit this season? Free cam?
A lot of the stuff we're using is sodium.
Yeah.
Yeah, free cam's amazing.
I don't think that could ever be part of the actual game, though.
Probably not.
Could be a little cheaty.
Oh, it is very cheaty if you use it wrong.
Or right.
Or right. That's true.
The one that I've, at least for multiplayer servers, is the proximity mod.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's become such a afterthought now. Like, it's kind of like the head mod. You assume it's vanilla by now with how many people are using it.
Right.
Yeah, proximity chat's so huge.
Yeah, and if you're not, familiar with people that you play with, it doesn't have to be a big YouTube server. Just a server that you're playing with, you can just stumble upon some other players and actually be able to chat with them. I think that would be cool.
Man, people were freaking out over the chat modulation. Imagine what happens when you throw voice chat in there.
That'll never happen.
Never happen.
Never happen. Mm-mm.
Oh, and by the way, obviously there hasn't been any kind of crazy chat reporting stuff at least that I've seen. So
yeah, I haven't noticed any.
GG. My worries were soothed to be. So I kind of had to figure when I read that there was a human on the other side of this reading the reports and they didn't just get the chat you sent, that they got several pieces of chat before and after so they can figure out the situation. Yeah, I was pretty good with it.
Right. I want to mention one more mod, and that's the, what is it?
I don't know. You're thinking of it.
Yeah, the inventory organizer.
Oh, yeah, the one that automatically sorts stuff at the press of a button?
Yes, the auto sorting.
Don't think I have that.
I don't have it either.
Or I have it and I've just never used it.
But I see it all the time, and I'm like, why haven't I added this thing yet? I used it a lot on 7 Days to Die, which also has proximity mod or proximity chat in the game on 7 Days.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've been used to it on that game, and I would love to have it in Minecraft. Looks so useful.
Quick segue, because I know Carl doesn't like when we segue.
Mm-hmm.
But Neebs Gaming playing 7 Days to Die is like hilarious to me.
Yep.
I love it. It's some of the best content.
I still watch it, me and my wife.
Neebs Gaming is extremely adult.
Right.
For those of you who only like PG content, this is definitely rated R.
Or under the age of 18.
Yeah. The game itself is like you have to be 18 or older to play, right? So it's like...
I think it's for mature.
Yeah, should be obvious that's... But either way, warning you now, but if you would like some good YouTube comment and you've never heard of Neebs Gaming, they are very good.
Yeah, they're pretty funny. That's about it for the mods.
Sam, would you like to read your question?
Yeah, I have one here from Jesse W. They ask, hey, I got a question. Do you think it's possible to have a new form of magic added to the game besides enchanting and brewing? Maybe a form of witchcraft? I don't know. Seems like a cool idea. Okay, yeah, that's it. I had to read I never read this question yet. I should have probably read it to myself.
I'm going to say it. There's a long tag, Jesse W.
Mm-hmm.
The Dino Fanatic read the wrong spell and is now very confused frog.
Okay, it's an example.
Yeah. No, Jesse has a way of tagging their comments with very long, crazy. I love reading them. They're so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Carl also replied to this because we talked about spells. Well, maybe not Jimbo. I don't know if Jimbo was a host at this point, but in episode 9 and episode 29,
I don't think
magic was talked about. I love the idea of more magic coming to Minecraft. I love the idea of like a wizard staff being a weapon, and maybe you have a magic bar. Maybe you could use your XP as magic, so it would give you another reason to get XP other than to just enchant stuff and repair tools. I said repair weird there. I was like, repair. But yeah, it'd be cool. I love magic. I want more magic in Minecraft.
Yeah, it's a magical game. You feel, I mean, like they did mention, there are enchanting and brewing, enchanted books, enchanted armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not some magic? Why can't I throw a fireball? Why can't I throw a lightning bolt?
You can throw a fireball called fire charge.
Okay, all right. You're right. You're right on that one.
Flint and steel.
Well, that's like a lighter. But yeah, with the fire charge, you can do that. But not a magic fire.
No, not magic.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other ways to use magic.
This isn't magic, but I immediately thought about TNT on an arrow. So fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have kind of that with fireworks, but they don't do enough damage for my liking.
No block damage at all.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that would be great. Could you imagine going mining and there's like coal in the ceiling and you don't want to pillar up to get it, so you just shoot a TNT arrow up there and it rains down on you?
Or a fireball.
Or a fireball.
That breaks blocks.
It would be so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could do so much with magic.
Mm-hmm.
If you could bring it in there. I don't think I was there on the show when this question, or you guys talked about this, but yeah, magic would be really cool.
That could be something that I'll go back and have a listen to those 2 episodes, and maybe we revisit and revise, like, once we figure out 120 is, or actually probably before 120 comes out. So here's the problem with knowing when Minecraft Live is because once they tell you when that is, there's not going to be a lot of new information come out till it happens.
Right.
So for this next month, we're going to be really hurting for topics and stuff to talk about. So the more questions you guys ask, the better. Like, I don't care if we have 30 questions. We will go through them. 1, I love reading questions from you guys. And 2, perfect. But yeah, maybe I'll go back, re-listen to those episodes, and we can do a magic episode again.
And hats off to Carl for being so organized to know which episodes.
I know, right?
You talked about magic. I'm like 9 and 29. Like,
I think it took him like 5 minutes to figure that out too.
He's probably got a whole book.
It's like, bang.
Spreadsheet filled with topics.
Just waiting to hold it over our heads.
Mm-hmm. He knows like everything we said. Oh boy.
Well, I went to, so on our notes sheet, we have a tab that says ideas.
Mm-hmm. Haven't been there in a while.
Well, yeah, we've done like every single one on this thing.
Yeah. Rarely use that anymore.
No.
Never.
No, we need to go back to it. But we've got one more question from J-Runman. With Minecraft Live 2022 being officially announced for October 15th now, what are your guys' predictions? Besides info on new features for 120, dungeons, and possibly legends, will we have any surprises? I'm hoping we get more dungeons content, even though I barely played dungeons since the last major update. I love dungeons, and if I can find time in my off time to play it, I'm picking it up and I'm playing it.
See, I barely have time to play Minecraft, let alone dungeons.
Right.
But has Legends been released yet?
No. We just keep getting teaser trailers.
Yeah, so they gotta jump into depth on this thing.
I am almost sure Legends will take up like a 30-minute slot.
Yeah.
In the upcoming show.
And I'm curious if, like, it's got to be afterwards, right? It'll be released, not before.
I mean, they could surprise everyone and say October 15th is the release date.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've already announced a release date. Oh, it says coming 2023. So I doubt they're gonna.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, so maybe they won't go into too much depth.
Maybe not.
They'll give us the whole thing. Yeah, I was going to say it'd probably be likely to be after Minecraft Live because build the hype before it gets released.
Yeah, I need some more gameplay. Like, we haven't gotten a lot of gameplay video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure we should get a good bit of that. I'm trying to think of any surprises.
It wouldn't be a surprise if we knew.
Right. That might be the biggest surprise.
I know I see a lot of people pulling for the inventory update, which makes me think we won't get an inventory update, which makes me think we're just going to get a biome update this one. So there's that.
I don't know. They asked for cave update. They gave us cave.
Yeah.
But we've been hearing a lot for the end too, and they haven't budged.
Yeah, I don't get the hype for... Of course, I didn't get the hype for a cave update either. There's a lot of people like, end update, end update. I remember the end update 1.9, and like, that was big. That was massive, actually. Now it's kind of like, well, we're going to add more plants.
Mm-hmm.
The end is already supposed to be a barren wasteland.
I think it could feel barren with more things. I mean, just the void itself being around you makes it feel empty. I don't know. I feel like you can add a little bit more.
I'm not saying you can't add a little bit more, but to base an entire update on the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm good with like new grass type, new flowers, stuff like that. But to do an entire update around the end, you got to add a decent amount of stuff. And it's going to be like it is with the Nether. For me, we updated the Nether. I explored the new biomes, and now I just go there to grab what I need and get out.
Yeah, I think I'd have fun with the end. I already have fun.
I was say the amount of times you die in the void already.
It's in the Nether, man. But
oh no, you die in the void a lot.
One time this season.
This season, if I could implement the clip from the Wither Rose farm, Oh no, I died over the void. All my stuff is gone.
That's the one.
That's the Jimbo quote.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I lost my stuff a lot.
You have.
Lost it a lot. Just carelessness. I think I'm like, I've done this a million times.
Probably.
You just get so comfortable doing things that, one small slip and it's all gone. You get complacent. That's the word I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you get used to, we play on servers for years, like almost 2 years at most times. And by the end of that, you have every material you need to replace your gear quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is no more grind at the end.
Yeah, if I was on single player, it'd be way more, heartbreaking, I guess.
Yeah.
If it was hardcore, I wouldn't put myself in these dumb situations that I always do. I wouldn't be as careless, but.
Speaking of single player, I saw a seed for a world that I would love to play on this. I would love to do a single player series for this. I've been playing on my single player world for fun. Like, once a week, I'll hop on and I'll spend about an hour, maybe 2, doing little mini tasks to clean some stuff up. And my big thing is, like, okay, if I were to ever restart this world, the starter house I'm in now, it's just not going to cut it. It's not very good. So I'd have to move. But then if I move, I lose all this nice utilities I've already built for myself. So I would have to basically move 30 blocks that direction and build something else. But it's like, now I have this starter house just sitting here not doing anything. What's it going to be used for? I don't want to demolish it. It's a cool looking house. It's like, ugh. So then I was like, what if I just start over? Start a new world? And then I see this stupid seed pop up and I went, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I would love to build there.
Yeah. Do you have the new terrain generation on your old world?
I don't. That's the crazy.
See, that's another reason to update.
This world was created before the Nether update.
Oh, that's right.
This world's old. I planned, like, if I were to do another episode coming back to it, well, I always plan to do another episode. My plan was to go in, wipe the Nether. I've never built in the Nether. I've only gone and grabbed netherite or ancient debris. So I was just going to wipe the Nether. So I would get the Nether update, and then I was going to prune the chunks that I haven't spent a lot of time in, and then do the update.
Mm-hmm. That can be done.
Yeah. Then the seed's kind of calling to me, but I don't know.
I like starting over, and there's something about it.
I hate starting over.
I know you do.
I hate it.
I don't mind it.
But at the same time, it's like the shiny new car smell. Smells can be shiny, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, we have a question to answer.
Well, I thought we were done answering the question because honestly, again, if it's going to be a surprise, we're not going to know. So it wouldn't be a very good surprise if we could guess it.
We've gave predictions.
Yeah.
For different update ideas, I guess, from last episode. We do have a couple predictions. Not technically predictions this episode, but some ideas that we'd like to see.
There will be at least a 5-minute clip on the marketplace. Some of the new stuff you can get from there. You can't see it, but I'm doing a sarcastic thumbs up to the mic.
Oh, okay.
I'm in a giddy mood. This is what happens when you get sleepy duds.
Getting delirious.
I really do. All right. Thank you guys so much for those questions. Those comments were from our Discord, and it's the only place where you can talk to everyone who works on the show easily. Just take me, Jason's word for it.
Hey friends, it's me, Jason, and I'm a member of the Withering Effect Discord. It's a great place to talk to your fellow listeners and give your input into the show. You might even get your question or comment read out on a future episode. Join the Discord today. Link is in the show notes, and I'll see you there. Duds 100% this message.
Thanks for the Discord ad, me, Jason. And speaking of the Discord, it's the only place you can get involved in our Mending Minecraft vote. This week, we asked you to choose between one of 3 structures for us to discuss and improve. Your choices were the Ancient City, a Village, and Buried Treasure.
And the winner of Mending Minecraft this week is... Buried Treasure, with a lot of votes. It's got 30 votes.
I had to hold myself back because while we were waiting for the drum roll, I wanted to yell, bees! Just to mess with your head.
Yeah, why would you do that?
I told you.
But,
Delirious Duds. He's sleepy.
oh, yeah, Delirious Duds. It's got a ring to it.
It does.
The ancient city had 5 votes, which is, pretty new.
Yeah.
And 9 for the village. The village has been up there a while,
Yeah.
I think.
Carl will correct me on this, but it feels like it always loses.
I feel like it's every week.
Well, obviously it loses. It won't be in the vote if it wins.
Right.
Loser village.
A few things on the village. What? Oh my good. Delirious Jimbo over here.
Yeah.
So a few things on buried treasure before we get started. Buried treasure is a natural generated structure that consists of a buried loot chest. The chest buried primarily in beaches and rarely in the ocean floor. Buried treasure is the only source of the heart of the sea, which can be used to craft a conduit. Buried treasure can be located using explorer maps that you can get from sunken ships. You can get them from ocean ruins. Yeah, you can find those there. In Java Edition, buried treasure always generates at chunk coordinates 9 out of 0 through 15 on both the X and Y and Z axis, and they are always facing east. It's a fun fact. And in Bedrock, buried treasure always generates at the chunk coordinate 8 out of 0 through 15 on the X and Z axis. Thought that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know all that. And some notable loot inside these chests are prismarine crystals, TNT, emeralds, diamonds, and of course the heart of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
You can get like gold and iron in there also. Some fish.
Some lapis.
Lapis? I don't think you can.
Not in the buried treasure. I know it's on the sunken ships.
Yeah, it's on the sunken ships, not the buried treasure.
Anyways, I'm not going to fix the treasure in the chest because I believe buried treasure is actually a good loot, especially for early game.
Yeah.
Like the amount of people who just get in boats and go hunting for treasure early game is crazy high. So
yeah, you can find those on day 1 if you really want to.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, there's diamonds in there if you need quick diamonds.
Yep. So I'm going to concentrate on more or less the structure itself. The easiest fix that I want to throw out there is combining it with desert wells. Desert wells are horribly underwhelming. Who wants one source block of water? You can't even make a source row or an infinite water source with said source block. So yeah, useless.
Mm-hmm.
Combining it would be a good idea. And let's not forget, pirates would use structures to bury their treasure. They wouldn't just randomly bury their treasure on a beach. I mean,
Well, let's have a map with an X on it.
Unless they have a map with the X on it. But yeah, combining it with desert wells, 2 birds, 1 stone. I think that'd be cool. Another thing, which I wouldn't think would be in the game until we saw ancient cities, the skeleton skull. Maybe have that sitting near where buried treasure is, and maybe it'd be like a 1 in 20 thing. So a 1 in 20 chance you have a skeleton skull spawn on the near the spot of the buried treasure.
Like underground or on the beach?
On the beach.
Okay.
I thought that could be cool.
Possibly be a bad idea to put them in the chest either.
That's true.
Maybe find a skull and bones in the chest. I don't know. Who's going to bury a skull?
The chests are already filled with so much loot, yeah.
Right.
Granted, the skeleton skull is a good piece of loot. I wouldn't mind that. And finally, create a special chest texture for treasure chests.
Yes, I like that one.
It would bring in some more cool decorations while also still being useful. I really like the idea.
Maybe it can't be crafted. It can only be found.
That is another good thing, because there are a lot of buried treasure in the Minecraft world, so it's not inconceivable that people would go around finding treasure chests just for the texture.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're probably not going to have a storage system of treasure chests, especially if they hold the same amount of items.
Right. There's nothing special other than their texture, the way they look.
Yeah, I like that idea.
I do too.
You just find a regular old chest in the ground, but no, it's a treasure chest. That'd be cool.
Yeah. That's all I got. Minting Minecraft, I think that was a good one. I think that I had fun coming up with ideas for that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love when they gave us the buried treasure.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
It fits perfect in the game.
It really does. The topic. This was a Jimbo idea, and it was mobs we think we could see in the mob vote.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem I had with this is I think Mojang leans more to fantasy mobs now instead of real life mobs.
Mm-hmm.
And all of mine are, well, 2 of mine are real life mobs. But I wanted to do mine in an ambience type mob, a useful type mob, and then a hostile type mob.
Now, I did mine on what I would like to see. And mine, I just pretty much describe the mob.
Yeah.
What kind of mob I would like to see. I don't give you the type it is. Fantasy is what I would like to see. Would you like me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, first on my list, I have a new passive end mob. I know, a lot of people speculate an end update and have been for a while. What if we got just a little piece of it? Maybe just an end mob. Now, my idea is something maybe you can find very rarely that can help you get across the void.
Jimbo wants dragons.
I put down here, can be ridden over the void. Now, this doesn't mean like flying.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it can fly. Maybe it can hop over the void. Maybe it's a void frog. I don't know what kind of mob this is. But, some kind of mob that can get over the void. Maybe go from island to island. But there would have to be, I feel like there would have to be a little bit more balance there. Maybe it can't go into the overworld. Maybe once it gets to the overworld, it, dies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it can only be in the end. Something along those lines. I'd never thought of what it would be exactly. But yeah, like I mentioned before, I like the exotic fantasy type of mobs. Kind of like the one we got last season, LA.
My first mob will be an ambience type mob. I want freaking fireflies, man.
Ooh.
Bring them back.
Back on the fireflies.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that was too good of an ambience mob to be teased with. So, bringing it back.
Yeah, I wonder if it would get voted.
I don't know.
Because we've seen it before. That's the only thing I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
Then again, I guess, the glow squid we've seen before.
A lot of people trash the glow squid. I like the glow squid.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't my first vote. I think it was Isolager. Chillager was the one I wanted. But yeah, I was okay. I'm okay with the glow squid. I don't like them.
What was your number 2?
My second mob is another passive mob. Passive cave mob.
Mm-hmm.
We have all these caves, and there's a bunch of evil in them. A bunch of bad guys down in there. What if we could befriend one of these passive cave mobs? Now, in my mind, I'm thinking of like a big bear type of mob that kind of goes with you if you were to make it your friend and helps you fight hostile mobs as you're going through these caves. That's what I'm imagining. Maybe it has a hard time getting around. Maybe that's the balance. You would have to help it get around to stay with you. But yeah, something along those lines. Like as of right now, you have the wolf can help you fight hostile mobs, but that's about it. Or maybe you can have passive cave mob that has a projectile, where it doesn't have to get too close to the mob. Maybe it can shoot it from a distance. Something like that.
Yeah, but then you run the risk of it hurting the player or the player hurting it.
Mm-hmm. There's always that risk.
Yeah, you kind of already do with the wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not forget axolotls in the water can help fight guardians. So there definitely is precedent in other parts of the world. So having a cave one, that could be cool. Maybe the bat could actually become useful and fly around. Maybe it doesn't have to be a bear.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a bear type of mob. I was just thinking something that you can find in the caves that is friendly, that you can make your friend. That's pretty tough. That's not just going to die in one hit or, along those lines, but can actually put up a fight.
Yeah.
Because there's creepers. That's the only thing. That's why I was thinking possibly projectile because of the creepers.
What if you had a mob that instead of a totem of undying, you held something that attracted it? Like, kind of like how bees follow flowers, sheep and stuff follow wheat.
I think I know what you're going.
And it would heal you.
Revive you?
Not revive you, heal you. So if you take damage,
okay,
it would be like having a regen beacon nearby.
It's like a healer.
Yeah, there still is a chance you can die.
Mm-hmm.
This is not better than a totem of undying, but it's a nice middle ground. And I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it produces light so you can see in the tunnel.
I like that. Maybe like a magic fairy.
Yeah.
Heals you.
Mm-hmm.
That's even better than fighting. You can do all the fighting. You just got a little bit of help.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
My useful mob is something I actually mentioned before. Also, I really want owls in Minecraft. And I really would like owls to be able to deliver items to other players.
Mm-hmm.
The only way I can think of having this happen would be you'd have to rename an item. It can only take one item at a time. So you would rename an item, give it to the owl. You would rename it, to the player's name you want to send it to. Doesn't really work in single player now that I'm thinking about it. But you could rename it to the other player. The owl would fly off out of render distance and kind of just go behind the code and then reappear in the render distance of the player to teleport to the player and then come in. Maybe make some noises.
Yeah.
To let a person know. We had the airdrop llamas for season 4 of Ripple Effect, and they're so cool to have just items drop from the sky like that. So having an owl version could be really cool too.
Yeah, I remember when you brought up the owl. I always liked that idea. Yeah, any item.
Yeah.
That you'd have to deliver. That's probably where bundles would come in. Because you can't deliver just like a chest of things.
Yeah.
You'd need a bundle.
Bundles combined with owls would make bundles useful.
Mm-hmm.
I would no longer rip on bundles if that was the thing.
Because you got the owls. My last mob I have here is a passive nighttime mob.
Okay.
Now, Mojang's always looking for ideas to keep the player up at night. You have the one-time sleep. It turns into day. You're avoiding night, avoiding the mobs. And, you have this, easy gameplay. Which, they like for you to explore the nighttime a little bit. So I was thinking maybe give us a passive nighttime mob that spawns very, very rarely with these hostile mobs. And it needs saved from the hostile mob. So you go out and you save this thing, whatever it would be. I never thought of what it would be. It would go out and you go out and save it, and it would give you something. I don't know what it would be. It'd be like a rare item, maybe a totem. I don't know, but I don't know. I was trying to think of a mob that could help with nighttime.
See, I thought of another mob like that and it being ghosts. And then I realized we have Vex, which is a lot like a ghost. So I didn't want to bring that up.
Ooh, side note, I saw a mod that had ghosts in mine shafts that would like pretend they're mining on blocks. I was like, whoa.
Super creepy.
That's creepy, but really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. That'd be cool. But have you noticed all your mobs are passive mobs?
Yep, they're all passive.
I have a hostile mob. And I'll put out there, I am not one to vote for a hostile mob to be in the game. I'll never vote for a hostile mob in the game.
That's something I do.
Yeah. Take that, Chillager. This one actually comes from Breath of the Wild, the Talus mob. Basically, if you know what the redstone golem looks like in dungeons, it kind of looks like the Talus mob from Breath of the Wild. It's this rock formation, and it's in the ground. So I'm thinking you walking through the taiga, how you have those mossy stones sticking out of the ground. But when you walk near it, it pulls itself out of the ground, kind of like the Warden, and attacks you. You have to target a specific point, which is its weak spot, and kill it. But I thought that'd be really cool to have an overworld mob that's hiding in the ground every once in a while.
Surprises you.
It would make me scared of taigas, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite biome too. But I would like it even more if they had those in there.
But I think that's going to do it for today's show. Before I have Jimbo read us out, I want to say a huge thank you to all of our patrons who are supporting the show. Our milk level patrons are Aerington, Aubni, BoboPlaysGames, FragileRock, Funkyllama, KCPlaysGames, Loki, and viperoustuna. If you too would like to get access to exclusive benefits and extra content each month, please consider joining at patreon.com/thewithering effect.
And if you like this show, you can share it with all of your friends and on social media. If you listen on Spotify, rate and follow so you never miss a future episode. Or if you listen on Apple Podcasts, leave us a nice review. Doing any of these really helps the show reach more listeners. If you'd like to get in contact with us, send an email to podcast@thewitheringeffect.com. Tweet us, leave a voice message, or join our Discord where you can have a chat with everyone who works on the show and fellow listeners. All the links are in the show notes.
This show has been brought to you by Jimbo and myself, but also our digital producer, Carl. He helps make sure the show ends up where it should be, and the amazing music you hear throughout the show was created by the one and only Decoy. Everyone's social media info can be found in the show notes. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for getting withered with us. You should probably go drink your milk now. Bye.
See you guys.
Sorry, I am yawning all throughout the show. This is what happens when we record the show after work.
Blue slime makes you yawn.
No, the 6.5 miles I walked today at work makes me yawn. The comments were from... oh, hang on. Have fun editing that out, Carl. Oh, he's going to put that at the stupid end of the show.
I didn't hear a thing.